my jellyfitters. My name is Jim, and this is your daily Brogue for the 8th, 2025-0108. I did make the mistake. I hit Control or Shift or whatever it is, click, which used to be how you change the seeds, but now that doesn't work. You have to go through the stupid menu. Okay, so for the 1st of or for the 8th of January 2025, here is your daily Brogue. Ooh, look, a flail and a hemlock staff. Ooh, and a so let's see how is it cursed? It's not cursed. Stick around. Maybe we should stick more intelligently. We want to be intelligent dicks. Okay, so last time I talked about books. Maybe I'll talk about some of the other books. I did 21 out of 20 books. I might add some comic books later. I didn't add any comic books, but I would like to mention an honorable mention for Will Eisner's Contract with God trilogy, especially Dropsy Avenue. They really got me thinking about things. But first, today I'm going to talk about something that's exciting me as a human being, something I've done, and can maybe lead to more things, more interesting things, more lucrative things. I need lucrative things now thanks to inflation, because people don't believe in it. It happened, right? It's like vampires. If you believe in vampires, then you'll never meet one. If you don't believe in vampires, you're toast. All right, let's see. Just a hole in the ground. So this is the kind of trap, right? To come over here and get this key. I didn't need to check those things out. I knew they were there. Okay, so let's come over here. So what I did was I illustrated a book, a children's book, a kind of a children's book. We'll talk about that. It's a very weird kind of a children's book. Now we're in a staff room. Lightning and poison are the only threes. Lightning's probably better. Poison has its uses. But lightning is probably better, a little more useful. It has a couple of external uses. It's not as useful as fire. It doesn't have, but it's also not as nasty sometimes. So let's just show you the first part here. I illustrated a children's book, or it's not really a children's book because it's the Frog Prince in ancient Greek, based on the Brothers Grimm story. And there is my painting, which was butchered by the publisher. We'll talk about that some other time. Maybe it's, I shouldn't say butchered. I don't think I have the things loaded up. If I get past level 12, level 13, maybe I'll take the time to do that. But, you know, I haven't gotten there lately. This is a translation of the Brothers Grimm story, the Frog Prince, the Princess and the Frog, however you want to think about it. And I illustrated it for this guy. And so, I mean, it's kind of nice. I have not seen the book, right? It's just been published. And so I will see what it looks like physically in a couple of days, I hope, when the shipment gets here, but right now it's not. So that's what's sort of exciting. I mean, it's not the most amazing thing. This is a very weird thing, right? It's a Greek translation of an English translation of a German story for children. But as you can guess, the market is a kind of weird market, right? There aren't that many children reading ancient Greek, and I've had some friends who were classicists, and this is Koine Greek, and they were really down on Koine Greek. They thought it was just such a bastardization of Attic Greek. Um, and there are two others, Doric and Ionic, or Ionic. I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but I call it Ionic because I'm a physicist. All right. Um, and so, uh, yeah, it's just a very weird thing because this book is not something you normally think of as um, good for that sort of stuff. I have not killed enough things. I have to kill 4 things with that to identify it. Chainmail, possibly. So, yeah, probably got at least another level. Let's go ahead and try it. Not bad. And I'll try the axe after that. Whips under strength are bad. Not so with uh, axes. Axes still give you both their range and their attack pattern and their damage, even 1 point under, are still fairly good. Okay, so this is, one of the illustrations. It's the first illustration where the princess loses her ball. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Um, Pretty little illustrations. Some forest, some grass, a palace in the background, a Byzantine well here. Very odd little step well. I didn't realize there were step wells in Europe, but apparently there are. Okay, so we'll play with the chainmail for now. Lightning. Remember the staff of lightning. Don't need it on depth 3. What we want to do is we want to keep killing things with the flail until we know that it's an average flail, which we suspect. We suspect everything of mean average until it tells us it's either cursed or blessed. So yeah, so who actually uses fairy tales in ancient Greek, right? Like I said, it's probably not people for whom the fairy tale itself is the point, right? Okay, let's try that axe. Axe is not bad. Okay. It's probably people who are older than that. Probably 10 or 20 years older than somebody who would be um, reading fairy tales on their own, right? So, Brothers Grimm level fairy tales on their own. So, who is that? Well, come to the right place because I know who's buying these. And the answer is seminarians. You say, what is a seminarian? A seminarian is somebody who's going to school to become a preacher or a priest or something like that. Depends on the actual religion, I guess, denomination at this point. Sometimes people consider Catholicism and Orthodoxy different from different religions than Protestantism. Sometimes they don't, and that is not my concern, right? I don't care. You choose. That's what you think. That's fine. If not, that's fine. That's not my business. That's other people. Okay. I don't see anything to go over there for. Conjure has no stuff. Oh, we went down a level and I didn't show you the next illustration, right? There we go. That's the princess. I would say pleading, but she wasn't really pleading. She was very haughty, I thought. So I tried to give that to her here. I was asked to produce something like a Byzantine illustration, and so that's both the design of the well and the designs on the characters are based on Byzantine paintings. Not sure if that's the right way to talk about it. Getting too old. Now I don't understand things. So I understood what you might mean by a Byzantine painting. When who were the Byzantines when I was young? Now I don't, because Byzantium is an earlier. Right? Oh, good. There's my detect magics. Fire immunity, perfect. It's good. Teleportation. No idea what it is now. Depending on what it's doing. That was very nice. I have a strong, good feeling about this whip. Fusion, very nice. once again, I forgot the drawing, right? So this is one people seem to like, the frog making his way down to the ball, swimming down to get the ball. In the morass of whatever's at the bottom of the well, which if it's anything like my cup, after I've left water in it for 2 days, then it's pretty awful. Right? Dude, ooh, a rapier. You only have to kill one more thing with it. I know everything about the Whip of Confusion. I can go to the rapier and learn about it. Axe, flail, darts, dagger. So for some reason, the seminarians are into the, well, it's pretty obvious. Only +1, so maybe better to play with the rapier. The rapier is a better weapon. Okay, down we go. So let's look at another one. There's a knock on the door. So I think 3, 4, and 5 are out of order. Knock on the door has the frog wanting to come in. Where this dot came from, I don't know. I cleaned them up on another computer. Okay. O, move G. G, equip O. N. Identify L. 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 J. Q. M to L. L. More. Useless beckoning. We're hoping for something interesting from the rapier. Oh, I'm 1 under strength on the rapier. That's usually fairly bad, actually. Okay. So, but we won't commit to the rapier, right? This is how it works. We don't commit to rapiers. And we commit to the weapons until we know what they are, right? Okay, so if it has a special ability, it had been suppressed, but now it's not suppressed, right? suppressed. It's suppressed and fairly heavily. Those special abilities, fairly heavily suppressed by not knowing shit. By being under strength. And it depends on the special ability whether it triggers very well. I'm usually if you've killed 7 things and it hasn't triggered, you're pretty sure it isn't going to trigger. So Rapier of Slowing. I think it just makes the things turn slow. Speed would be much better. Gives you an extra turn. It's also better than Confusion in most situations. Not in all, obviously. Confusion is great if you're near the lava. But that is worth dumping all those enchantings into. Okay, I had 4, but I used one on the lightning. I can deal with swimming kobolds, not with swimming jackals. Both of the bad scrolls. Want to play with that. I haven't had hallucination or darkness. There's nothing to do over here. So let's grab the mystic and run. Protection plus magic thing plus slowing is good. Oh, very nice. More dudes. And nobody knows what happened over here. Okay, so spider one. Okay, what can I do with the spider? Okay. When I forgot the picture. So after you meet the ugly toad at the door, you're repulsed, but your father is really upset because you're going back on your word there. Fairly nice little picture. Very expressive. I like that. Yeah, I'm tooting my own horn. I'm sorry, but hey. Okay. Okay, and another level, another picture. So now the princess has to share the table with the frog, who is very, very messy. And let's do a bonus. He also wants her to drink out of the same wants to drink out of the same cup as she does, which apparently is means something to medieval storytellers. Okay. All right, well, let's try some of these. Levitation, very nice. And respiration, quite good. I guess if I'm here, I can protect my dudes from any bad consequences. Let's see if we can get a bunch of these guys in a line. I prefer to get the conjurer and the mystic. Let's see. One of those guys got invalidated. ogre take care of. There's my dude. There's another ogre. So yeah, so basically it's a learning tool for people who want to learn to read ancient Greek. Um, which is actually pretty good. It's a pretty good idea. The problem that seminarians in particular have is that most of their training materials are the things that they want to read in the first place. So, um, I guess this is good. You don't want to do extra work, but you're not really learning much about the language past, you know, exactly what you need to do. So you're not learning from other examples. I think there might be some people who need it beyond, who might use it beyond that. I don't know if they need it. People have been learning Greek for ages without it. Okay, there is the princess taking the frog up to her room so he can go to sleep. So he is yawning. My own attempts to learn to read ancient Greek have not been entirely successful. I had some marginal idea when I was an undergraduate, right? And I am exceedingly surprised by how uninterested my students are in things like learning Greek or even the Greek alphabet. So I may have told this story in the past, but during the pandemic, my students had a group me or WhatsApp or something like that. They had some or Discord. They eventually went to a Discord. Um, okay, Ogre, you did a good thing for me. I'll do a good thing for you. Confusion gas. I'm getting pretty close to a place where I'm going to need to use identify scrolls. Wait, did I have? Yeah, do I have an identify? Um, move curse. That's good. Let's. be worried about here is something grabs your Goblin Mystic. Okay, so depth 10. Brings the frog up to the bedroom, and they're sitting there having a conversation. She's being a little bit miffed because she's got a frog in her. I tried to keep the frog a consistent size, so I tried to make the head of the frog about the same size as the head of the princess, and hopefully that more or less kept it correct. Actually, I'm thinking there's a problem there, but yeah. So the head to the arm of the frog is about an arm's length. So remember that, assuming I get to the next level. Okay, let's see. So my students were aggravate monsters. All right, okay, this is what we want to do. Do I have something to throw? No, but I have apply L, apply L, apply L. There's my dude. Okay, more dar. How am I? Let's my enchanting L, apply L. How's this guy doing? So that should get rid of that stupid spider. We could have done something very bad to us. All right. Law potion. What are we looking at here? Now I did have a so both hallucination and darkness, and about 40-60 good bad, and I no longer have the life, so we don't want to use test. Incendiary art's good. Strength good. Oops. Okay, those guys might be running around in there for a while. Okay, they might die. So I will maybe wait around here for a little while. So let's take a peek. I'm not sure. The next one is again this guy from the head to the shoulder is about one arm, one forearm's length, let's say. So about the right size. It looks a little smaller. And then here, where she kisses the frog, head about the same size as the head of the princess, so about the right size. So I think I've got most of those things worked out. Here you can see the 11. So you know that this is not the final version after all the cleanup and stuff like that. But this is her kissing the little frog, who is fairly content. Okay, let's see what we see. So what I'm doing here should have used one of the incendiary darts. Is waiting for the other dudes to show up here, so I can go back up. You're saying, well, why are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to do that because they're in that confusion trap, right? They're so confused. And I just don't want the ogre killing the mystic. Okay, so there's another way around that way if there are traps that make it impossible for me to walk around. Crap, there's a salamander. Could easily kill me dead. Potion of life. So we'll try these things. Descent, fine. We'll live with it. Zombie. So how does the goblin see to come find me? Crap. That could have been bad. Now the respiration is not good for enchanting. Oh good, perfect. That's what I want, the stupid salamander. is in the water where it's not going to burn me to death. So you see that's a dead end. What is this? Chainmail. So should have checked first. It's probably not a acid jelly, but sometimes the lighting effects screw this thing up, and you do find an acid jelly that looks sort of like a pink jelly, or pink jelly that looks like something else. Okay, bow, invisibility. Oh, nice secret room. It shows me there's another room over here. This looks like it's probably a vault with all sorts of nice, nifty scrolls. Crap. Stupid. Aggravate monsters, teleportation. I think usually, there's only one bad one in one of these things. But I don't remember, I don't know if that's just my impression or an absolutely true thing. .30% of the time, slowed for 22 rounds. Okay, long distance spidery stuff. Okay, my dude. Some other. Nasty. Do I have a good spot for identification? Use identification. No, I have some lava, but not a real ingress. Let's see. How am I doing? weirdly, I might, haven't made it, get beyond just showing you these. And this is the last one, you know, the prince sleeps with, or the frog sleeps with the princess, literally, but not figuratively, but probably figuratively too. And then they've got their happy ever after, you know, come to my house and play with my golden ball sort of moment. And that's it. Um, so again, you know, every once in a while you are allowed to be proud of yourself. And the answer is, oops, what is this? Again, it's my over. No, that is not what I was hoping for, which is a Goblin Warren. Let's see. Ogre's not in great shape, so let's not force anything. We have scale mail with multiplicity, that's good. Okay, nothing there. I guess we have, oh, there it is. School of Enchanting. I need this point. I do really, I don't need that mother row anyway. Need some food. I'm out of food. That's bad. Wonder what it was. It's there. Plank. No, this is not a great spot. Let's try it anyway. P. Crap, 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 crap. Got a burning zombie. Nothing in there but a turret, so let's not screw with it. Potion of levitation. Alright, I've done both of the bad dudes, so let's go ahead and try D, Sanctuary. Alright, well, I have to run, I have a place to run. Troll, not super excited about trolls. Poison turns off the regenerative abilities. Okay, so I'm not using the awesome armor anymore. I don't have... Got one kind of awesome armor. I have no other things. Let's see if I can avoid waking up the centipede. This is an optional extra, and we don't want it, right? It's like getting the racing straps or racing seat belts with the strap for your head. For your car, you don't need them. Okay. I promised you my version of the cover. So here it is. This is my version of the cover. So you'll remember when you saw the, I still have it up, when you saw this sort of paisley, this decorative thing that they just threw on there that looks, I mean, actually that looks even worse than I thought it did. I'm looking at it blown up. But you'll notice there's only half a frog here, and that half a frog doesn't make any sense. Why is there half a frog? Well, it's because this is the mock-up I did. So the blue square goes with the blue on the bottom. Now, why would I do that? Well, if I come over here, probably down here in the, what? It does not have, it's only bestsellers in books, not other ones from this series. No, they don't. Oh, there it is. Oh, so these are other ones from the series. This is color-coded First Corinthians. Let's say. But you see, this is the way they do it. This isn't really that series. But this is the same. This is the same way the other books looked. Only they had a little illustration up here for whatever it was. So that's what I was doing. So I painted this with the same color tone here to make a cover that matched that. And you know, I had the frog coming out of this blue square that, you know, that gives it a little bit of depth, and it sort of ties, it really does tie this blue square to that blue background in some weird way, because people's brains are odd. So that's what I did for that. And they didn't like it. Actually, I don't know if they even saw that particular crap. And obviously, as usual, confusion. I want to go this way, dude. I want to get away from that thing. And shit. I throw you over there. Okay. And let's just end up somewhere else. Okay. Let's see what happens. what me and my ogre need. So we did a fairly good. So I'm pretty happy with all that weirdness. Can I get both of those guys? No, can I get both of them? Ah, shit. That annoyed my ogre. And he's no longer my ogre. So let's just J that. So there's exactly what I wanted. Now when I go, I need to come back up for some distance away. And that's it. So you got to see the whole deal. Only 14 didn't do very well. Most of this other crap is crap probably, and that is so right. Um, oh, we should have tossed the descent at that guy. Did not have any way of protecting my things, and that really uh, tapped out my staffs that couldn't help me now. Okay, anyways, that's me crowing about something I'm pretty proud of, even though it's probably something that you would not think is that great, but I'm pretty happy with it. So, and again, that's the one thing I dislike. That frog. That frog should have a point. That's the way the world works.